Very good morning and welcome to Athavan News. Today is Saturday, 5th of March 2016. Newspaper highlights read by Edward Udedas Devasakayam Pillai. Firstly, let us look at the headlines on Daily Mirror. Capital gain tax to be reintroduced. Government braces for difficult times ahead. After taking stock of the economy in the backdrop of the uncertain global environment, the Cabinet, at a special meeting yesterday, approved new tax reforms including the introduction of capital gain tax to arrest the gradual decline of state revenue. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe submitted a paper at the special cabinet meeting held in this regard with in-depth reference to the present status of the economy. The tax reforms are also intended to generate resources to meet budgetary requirements. 5 more faculties to admit 1,800 students to universities. 5 more faculties will be set up at state universities to admit 1,800 students under the newly introduced technical scheme, Higher Education and Highway Minister Laxman Kiriyella said yesterday. There are 2 subject streams under the technical scheme introduced a few years ago. The first batch sat for the GCE Advanced Level Examination last year. We will carry out the admissions by the end of this year, the minister said. Probe into surgery on wrong knee. A 3-member committee is inquiring into the incident where a doctor is alleged to have operated on the left knee of a 14-year-old girl instead of operating on her problematic right knee, officials said yesterday. Director General of Health Services, Dr. Palitha Mahipala said he had appointed a 3-member committee on March 2 to inquire into this tragedy. Meanwhile, Government Medical Officers Association spokesman Dr. Naveen D. Soisa said his organization had no objections to disciplinary action being taken against the doctor if found guilty. Joint opposition tells IGP to check CCTV footage. We need to know whether the police inspected the video footage. The joint opposition yesterday requested Police Chief N.K. Ilangakon to ensure an impartial and proper investigation into the Rajagiriya accident involving a motorcycle and a vehicle belonging to Minister Pattali Champika Ranawaka. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. Alleged kidney racket. Magistrate detains 8 Indians. Suspects overstayed visa. 8 Indians, including 2 brokers allegedly involved in a kidney racket involving Indians and Sri Lankans, were ordered to be detained by Colombo Chief Magistrate Jihan Pilapitiya yesterday for questioning at the Mirihana Detention Centre. The Colombo Crime Division investigating the alleged kidney racket nabbed 6 Indians for overstaying their visa from an apartment at Wellawatte yesterday. Investigators later arrested 2 brokers allegedly involved in the racket from a house scheme at Pamankada on information given by the 6 Indians. False rumour of being infected with HIV. Kuliyapitiya child to be admitted to Trinity. Discussions are underway to get the child in Kuliyapitiya who was denied school admission due to a false rumour of being infected with HIV to Trinity College, Kandy. Members of a group of Old Boys Association of Trinity College are discussing with the Past Students Union to seek the possibility of getting the child admitted to Trinity College. The child's mother has also been informed by a group of Old Boys of Trinity College about the move. Sri Lanka, Switzerland sign MOU for regular political dialogue cooperation. Foreign Minister Mangala Samaraweera and Federal Councillor and the head of the Federal Department of Foreign Affairs of Switzerland, Ditliya Budkalter, on Thursday signed a Memorandum of Understanding on foreign office consultations between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Sri Lanka and the Federal Department of Foreign Affairs of the Swiss Confederation in Bern, the capital of Switzerland. The agreement would facilitate a more stronger and regular dialogue between Sri Lanka and Switzerland. Finally, let's move to Ceylon today. JVP threatens mass public action. The Janata Vimukti Peramuna (JVP) has warned the government that it will block the 6 major entry points to the metropolis and stage a massive protest by the end of March if the current administration fails to resolve the burning issues of farmers countrywide. JVP Politburo member Namal Karunaratne charged the government was still pandering to the wishes of the IMF, continuing the trends of the Mahinda Rajapaksa regime. Lasantha killing, CID probes top cops distorting facts. The CID is conducting investigations into whether 2 high-ranking police officers had attempted to distort facts relating to the probe into the killing of Sunday Leader editor Lasantha Wickramatunge in 2008. The CID, which is probing past details which surfaced in the murder probe, has already obtained statements from the 2 former senior police officers. However, the CID submitted a report to the government suggesting that the conduct of the 2 police officers in question has to be further probed to ascertain if they had attempted to twist facts related to the probe after Wickramatunge was killed. Development won't compromise security, Arjuna. Minister of Ports and Shipping Arjuna Ranatunga said on Thursday that national security would never be compromised in the process of developing the country. His comment came at the District Secretariat Auditorium in Trincomalee. The minister said that it was vital to ensure that all foreign investments are carried out according to due legal process. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Athavan News Paper Highlights.